30,000 clay tablets pulled from beneath an Assyrian palace in the 1850s. One carries a phrase about the structure of the heavens that millions now claim describes exactly what CERN's particle collider is doing today. But the original cuneiform tells a very different story. And the gap between what that ancient text actually says and what the internet believes it predicts is where this investigation begins. In the spring of 1850, Austin Henry Layard arrived on the mound of Kuyunjik near the ancient city of Nineveh. His team began removing layers of mud brick and ash, working with little more than picks, shovels, and careful notes. Within 3 years, they uncovered more than 30,000 clay tablets, some stacked neatly, others scattered by the collapse of palace walls. Each tablet was marked in cuneiform, the wedge-shaped script that had baffled scholars for centuries. Field notebooks recorded the depth and position of every significant find. Level 1, the upper palace floor, yielded the bulk of the library, tablets still embedded in charred mud, evidence of the fire that destroyed Ashurbanipal's palace around 630 BCE. Below that, Level 2 produced a mix of administrative records, while Level 3 revealed older fragments dating back to the early 2nd millennium BCE. Layard's methods, though lacking modern tools, were meticulous for his time. He documented associated materials, charcoal flecks, barley grains, animal bones, collected from the same layers as the tablets. These organic remains became crucial decades later, when radiocarbon dating offered independent confirmation of the palace's destruction. Laboratory analysis of charcoal from the fire layer produced a calibrated date of 630 plus or minus 30 years BCE, aligning precisely with the reign of Ashurbanipal. Deeper fill layers, tested for barley and other plant remains, returned dates between 2100 and 1900 BCE, supporting the presence of even older records beneath the main library. Once excavated, the tablets travelled by ship and caravan to London, where they entered the British Museum's collection under accession numbers ranging from BM118618 to BM120003. Museum catalogues listed each tablet by content and find spot, referencing Layard's original field notes. Later, the Ashurbanipal Library Project at the University of Pennsylvania digitized the corpus, linking every tablet to its excavation context and dating conventions. High-resolution photographs and metadata now trace the journey of each artifact from palace floor to museum archive. The convergence of stratigraphic records, radiocarbon dates, and archival catalogues leaves little doubt about the tablet's antiquity. They stand as primary witnesses to Assyrian intellectual life in the 7th century BCE, with some fragments reaching back nearly 2,000 years earlier. This foundation of scientific recovery and transparent documentation sets the stage for any further analysis, linguistic, historical, or otherwise, of what these ancient texts actually contain. Cuneiform tablets reveal a cosmos where the sky is structured, not empty. On one such tablet, the phrase Shamu Ishtiru stands out, 3 millennia old, pressed into clay. Akkadian grammars translate it as "the heavens were separated" or "the skies were arrayed." The verb suggests order and arrangement, not division by force. Here, the act is ascribed to Enlil, whose name appears as a distinctive ideogram, often set at the left margin of omen and astronomical texts. This horned crown symbol marks Enlil as the one who commands cosmic order. Mesopotamian cosmology divides the universe into 3 main layers: upper heavens, middle sky, and lower world. The Emuel Apin star catalogue, recopied by generations of scribes, opens with the triple skies. The uppermost realm is for the gods, the middle for stars and planets, and the lowest is the visible sky above Earth. Each layer follows its own divine rules, invoked in rituals, omens, and calendars. These boundaries are conceptual, not physical, marked by shifts in authority and purpose. The language to separate, to fix, to set in order reflects a worldview shaped by observation and interpretation, not mechanical means. The phrase Shamu Ishtiru appears in omen lists and astronomical guides, never in technical manuals. Its context is always religious or symbolic. When the heavens are separated, it means the gods have established the paths for celestial bodies, much like a priest dividing sacred space. The Enlil sign reinforces this, tying the act of separation to divine command, not technology. Some tablets show a triple wedge marking the transition between heavens, echoing the threefold structure in Mul Apian and the Enuma Elish. Philologists trace these verbs across Sumerian hymns, Akkadian creation stories, and Babylonian omen texts. Their meaning remains: to arrange, to distinguish, to assign. The layered heavens model explains eclipses, planetary motions, and seasons. It is not a code for splitting matter or opening portals. The cuneiform script, with its careful marks, preserves this cosmology, a silent witness to how ancient peoples read the sky and wrote their place within it. In the foothills outside Geneva, a ring of concrete and steel stretches for 27 kilometers beneath farmland and vineyards. This is the Large Hadron Collider, the European Organization for Nuclear Research, founded in 1954 by 12 nations seeking to rebuild science after war. The LHC's tunnel, completed in 2008, houses more than 1,200 superconducting magnets, each cooled to 1.9 Kelvin, colder than outer space. These magnets bend and focus beams of protons, accelerating them to 7 trillion electron volts per beam, nearly the speed of light. The two beams travel in opposite directions, guided by magnetic fields so precise that a deviation of less than a millimeter would send particles crashing into the walls. On July 4, 2012, the ATLAS and CMS experiments announced the detection of a new particle, the Higgs boson. This discovery confirmed a theory first proposed in the 1960s, explaining how fundamental particles acquire mass. Fabiola Gianotti, then spokesperson for the ATLAS experiment and now CERN's Director General, described that morning as a special day for science and the result of decades of effort by thousands of people from around the world. The scale of the LHC's engineering is matched only by its ambition. Each second, detectors record hundreds of millions of collisions, generating petabytes of data. The collider's design allows for energies and particle densities never before achieved in a laboratory. The goal is not to recreate ancient myths, but to probe the laws of nature at their most fundamental level. Every result is published, scrutinized, and debated in journals and conferences. The LHC's timeline is marked by treaty articles, technical milestones, and public announcements, not by prophecy or hidden agendas. Its discoveries are measured in cross-sections, decay rates, and statistical significance, not in metaphor or ritual. Here, the language is mathematics and the evidence is empirical. This is the yardstick against which any claim of ancient foresight must be measured. The viral leap from cuneiform tablet to particle collider began with a single post on a fringe science forum in late 2011. The author, anonymous and uncredentialed, uploaded a cropped image of an Akkadian inscription beside a headline. 4,000-year-old prophecy describes CERN's experiment. Within days, the post was copied to Reddit, where the phrase, "heavens are opened, forces split," caught the attention of conspiracy enthusiasts. The story spread quickly, picked up by Facebook pages devoted to ancient secrets, and then by YouTube creators searching for the next viral mystery. In May 2016, a video titled "Secret Message on 4,000-Year-Old Tablet Surprised Everyone" racked up tens of thousands of views. Its thumbnail paired a cuneiform fragment with the LHC's circular tunnel, while the narration claimed that CERN was enacting an ancient warning. The claim's staying power rests on a simple device: misinterpretation. The Akkadian word istiru, which describes the ordering or arranging of the heavens, was reinterpreted as split or opened in the sense of a mechanical breach. Early academic translations, careful to note the verb's ritual and cosmological context, gave way to more dramatic English renderings in online posts. The original context, a priestly text about the gods establishing the paths of stars, was stripped away, replaced by captions hinting at forbidden technology. No technical manual, no mention of machines, no blueprint for a collider, just a symbolic phrase lifted from its setting and recast as a prophecy. Cognitive science offers a clear explanation for why this narrative endures. Humans are wired to spot patterns, especially those that link the distant past to the present. A 2021 study on digital misinformation found that pattern seeking and the desire for hidden knowledge fuel the viral spread of such memes. The more a claim feels like a secret revealed, the more likely it is to be shared, even when the evidence is thin or the translation is faulty. Forums and video platforms reward engagement, not accuracy, so the myth persists, reinforced by each repost and retelling. The result is a digital folklore, where the line between metaphor and mechanism blurs, and a religious cosmology is mistaken for a scientific prediction. Today, ancient symbols meet modern science in the echo chamber of the internet. The real wonder lies not in hidden codes, but in our drive to seek meaning, sometimes at the expense of fact. Truth thrives on evidence, not viral myth. Question boldly, but follow where the facts lead.